Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. So in this video we are going to understand how to send email for mutual funds Facebook lead ads leads using Gmail. So are you also promoting your mutual funds business with the help of Facebook lead ads? Then this video is definitely for you. So over here I am doing the same, and I wish that as soon as a new lead is received in my Facebook lead ads, automatically my lead should receive an automated mail so that I don't lose a connection of my lead. For this, we are going to create a connection between Facebook lead ads and Gmail. To create this connection without knowing any programming or coding language, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. It is an amazing automation software. So if you also wish to learn this process step by step, then let me take you to my computer screen. Welcome to my screen. So as you know, in this video we are going to learn how to send email for mutual funds Facebook lead ads using Gmail. So I'm running a mutual funds company named InvestWise, and to promote my company I'm using Facebook lead ads, and I'm going to create the automation for this company only. And to create this automation I've already opened the landing page of Pabbly simply by searching pabbly.com/connect in my browser. It is very easy. So as soon as we'll open the landing page of Pabbly, we are going to get two options. One is sign in and the another one is sign up for free. So if you are a new user, you can click on sign up for free and you are going to get 100 of tasks free every month. But I'm an existing user, so I'm going to click on sign in right over here. And now it is opening all Pabbly apps. Over here you can see all the tools and applications offered by Pabbly. But in today's video, we are going to use Pabbly Connect because we are connecting different applications. So I'm going to click on access now right over here. And now it is opening my dashboard, and to start with the automation we are going to click on this button which says create workflow, and now it is asking me the workflow name and the folder I want to save the workflow in. So I want to save the workflow in this folder which says automations, and I want to name my workflow as send email for mutual funds Facebook lead ads leads using Gmail, and then we are going to click on create. And now it is opening the most important window of our automation, that is our workflow window. This is the most important window because we have trigger an action in this. Trigger means when this happens, and action means do this. By this you can understand that the trigger is the commander for the workflow and actions follow the commands. And as you know that we can have only a single commander but multiple followers. So over here we can have only a single trigger but multiple actions following the commands of our trigger. So now I'm going to select the trigger application which is Facebook lead ads, because I want that as soon as a new Facebook lead ad is received, automatically my workflow should be triggered. So I'm going to search for Facebook lead ads and then we are going to select it. And now for the trigger event we are going to select it as new lead instant, because I want that Pabbly should instantly capture the response of the new lead received. And then we are going to click on connect, and as you can see that it is asking me to add a new connection or select the existing connection. So if you have already connected your Facebook lead ads account with your Pabbly's workflow, you can click on select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me, click on add a new connection and then connect with Facebook lead ads. And now it is asking me to select my account, so I'm going to select it and then we are going to click on continue. And as you can see that as soon as I clicked on continue, we have successfully connected our Facebook lead ads account with our Pabbly's workflow. Over here you can see connected. And now it is asking me to select the page and the lead gen form. So for the page I'm going to select it as InvestWise because this is the name of my company and the name of my Facebook page too. So I'm going to search for InvestWise right over here, and as you can see the same, so I'm going to select it. And now for the lead gen form, we are going to select it as contact form because I want to create this automation only for this particular form. If you wish to create this automation for all your lead gen forms, you can select all lead gen form or any another particular desired form. So I'm going to select my desired form and then we are going to click on save and send test request. And now you can see that it is saying waiting for webhook response, and in the notes it is saying do a test submission /record. So in order to capture the webhook response we have to do a test submission, and in order to do the test submission we are going to open a new tab and then we are going to search for Meta for developers. So I'm going to search for it and then we are going to open it. And now after opening the landing page of Meta for developers, we are going to go on more and then tools, and then we are going to scroll and select lead ads RTO debug tool. And now it is opening my lead ads testing tool. With the help of this tool, we are going to submit a test lead. So we are going to select the page and the form. So for the page, we are going to select it as InvestWise. And then for the form, we are going to select it as contact form. And now I'm going to click on preview form. And as you can see that it is saying kindly fill in the details. Greetings from InvestWise Mutual Funds. So over here I have to fill in the details like first name, last name, email and phone number. So I'm going to keep the first name as demo. For the last name I'm going to use it as user. Email as demo@pabblytunes.com. For the phone number, I'm going to keep it as this. And now after entering all the details, I'm going to click on continue and then submit. And yes, you can see your test lead has been sent. So this means that lead ads testing tool has sent the details of our submission to our workflow. So I'm going to open my workflow and check that if Pabbly has captured the response of the submission or not. And yes, you can see that Pabbly has captured the response. Over here is the first name, the last name, the email and the phone number that we entered. So with this, our trigger step is successful and now we are moving on to our action step. For our action application, we are going to select it as Gmail because I want that as soon as a new Facebook lead ad is received, automatically a mail should be sent to my lead so that I don't lose the connection of my lead. So I'm going to search for Gmail and then we are going to select it. And now for the action event, we are going to select it as Send Email V2. So now after selecting this, we are going to click on Connect. And as you can see that it is asking me for the same again. So if you have already connected your Gmail account, you can click on Select Existing Connection and then Save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me, click on Add a New Connection and then connect with Gmail. And now after selecting my Gmail account, I'm going to click on Allow and give Pabbly all the permissions it is asking for because my data is secure with Pabbly. You can also click on Allow. Pabbly is safe. And as soon as we are going to click on Allow, we can see that we have successfully connected our Gmail account with our Pabbly's workflow. And now it is asking me for the recipient email addresses. So we are going to map this. Mapping is a method by Pabbly, which means inserting the data from the previous step. And as you know, our previous step was the trigger step where we selected Facebook lead ads as our triggered application. So we are going to map the details from the response of our trigger application only. And as soon as we are going to map these details, automatically my details will turn dynamic and change with every new lead received. So I'll give you an example that if I'm going to enter the email address over here manually, suppose demo@pabblytunes.com, this will not change with every new lead received because this is a static information and I've entered it manually. But if I'm going to map it from the previous response, it will definitely change because my previous response will also change. So that's why we do mapping. So I'm going to search for email right over here. And as you can see the email of our lead, so we are going to map this demo@pabblytunes.com. And now it is asking me for CC and BCC. So as you can see that these are not the required fields. So I'm going to leave it as blank and then we are going to move on forward. And as you can see that now it is asking me for the sender's email addresses. So over here I'm going to select the email address which is mine. And then we are going to move on forward. It is asking me for the sender's name. So over here we are going to select the sender's name as the name of our business. So as you know, the name of my company is InvestWise. So we are going to select the same right over here in our workflow. So I'm going to enter it. And now after selecting the sender's name, we are going to move on forward. It is asking me for the email subject. So I want the email subject to be this: invest wisely and reach your financial goal with InvestWise. And over here you can see that we are going to map the lead name so that each of my lead receive a more personalized mail. So I'm going to search for name and as you can see the first name and the last name. So first we are going to map the first name, put a space and then we are going to map the last name. Now we are going to move on forward. It is asking me for the reply to. So as you can see that this is not the required field. So I'm going to leave it as blank. And now it is asking me for the email content type. So I'm going to keep it as plain only. And now it is asking me for the email content. So I want the email content to be hi lead name. So we are going to map the name of our lead right over here. So I'm going to search for name over here. And as you can see demo user. So first I'm going to map demo, put a space and then user. And now it has become hi demo user. Thank you for your interest in InvestWise. We saw you submitted a lead and the rest of the mail. And in the end, it is sincerely the InvestWise team. So now after entering the email content, we are going to move on forward. It is asking me for the file name and attachment. So over here, I don't wish to add any attachment because this is not the required field. So we can move forward. If you wish, you can definitely add an attachment and give it a file name. And now it is asking me for the label ID. So I'm going to keep it as inbox only. If you wish, you can keep it as important or something else from this. And now it is asking me for the signature. So as you can see that it is asking me to select the signature, but over here there is nothing. So I'm going to switch on this mapping button and I'm going to enter the signature manually because I don't want my signature to change with every new lead received, and this should be in static information. So I want my signature to be this: Sales Department InvestWise. And now after entering my signature, we are going to click on Save and Send Test Request. And yes, you can see that we have successfully received a positive response that we have sent a mail to our lead. So I'm going to open my Gmail and check that if we have sent it or not. So I'm going to open my Gmail. And yes, you can see a new mail from InvestWise. Invest wisely and reach your financial goals with InvestWise demo user. So over here you can see the mail that we entered. Over here you can see the detail which we mapped, hide demo user. The rest of the details of the mail are same, and over here is the signature that we entered, sales department InvestWise. So with this our workflow is successful, and I'll just test the workflow once, and this time I'm going to give you a real-time example. So to do this I'm going to open my lead ads testing tool. We are going to delete the previous lead and refresh the page. It is really important to delete the previous lead and refresh the page, otherwise you'll not be able to create a new lead or preview the form. So again we are going to do a test submission. For that we are going to select the page and the form. So for the page we are going to select InvestWise, and then for the form we are going to select contact form. Again we are going to click on preview, and as you can see again it is saying please fill in the details. So again we are going to fill in the details. First name as test this time, last name as user only. For the email I'm going to keep it as test@pabblytudes.com, and then for the phone number I'm going to keep it as this. And now after entering all the details I'm going to click on continue and then submit. And yes, you can see your test lead has been sent. So this means that lead ads testing tool has sent the details of a submission to our workflow. Pabbly captured the response, triggered the workflow, and further sent a new mail to our new lead, which is test user. So I'm going to open my Gmail and check that if the lead has received a new mail or not. And this time we are not going back to our workflow and clicking on save and send test request. We are directly going to open Gmail, and as you can see a new mail has been received. So I'm going to open this, and over here you can see the new mail, invest wisely and reach your financial goals with InvestWise test user. So this is the name that we mapped right over here in the subject, and in the email content also test user has been changed. So this is the details which we mapped, that's why it has been changed. Rest all the mail is same, and the signature is also same because these were static information. So with this our workflow is successful, and I'll just summarize the workflow for you once. For your trigger application I selected Facebook lead ads. For the trigger event I selected new lead instant. For the action application I selected Gmail, and then for the action event I selected send email v2, because I wanted that as soon as a Facebook lead ad is received, instantly Pabbly should capture the response and trigger the workflow, and further send a new mail to my lead and also add my signature in that mail. So that's why we selected send email v2 right over here. And yes, we were successful with our workflow. Over here you can see the two mails I sent during this video, one to demo user with the same signature and one to test user with the same signature. So if you have any questions related to the video or the workflow, you can directly comment on this video, and for your reference I'll just clone the workflow and share the workflow link in the description box so that you can access my workflow. Thank you for watching. Not only these applications, but with the help of Pabbly you can integrate many more applications. So now if you have any doubts, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com, and if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this website. And if you find our videos helpful, do like and subscribe our channel. Thank you for watching.